Previously on Honkai Star Rail.
Mother? Mother?
What exactly is going on?
Mim. Me. Mim.
Sloro. Bakus.
Mim.
We don't have time to talk about this right now. Let's set off. Hopefully, this little one will help us recreate the memories of Castrum Kremnos.
So, about the infiltration Snowy mentioned earlier, did you find anything?
Don't worry. Even without their intel, I've already detected hidden currents within the city. A trivial issue, nothing I can't handle on my own.
Fugue is pretty. And now, the exciting continuation of Honkai Star Rail. And we're back! Hi, my name's Charles, and I've been playing through the 3.0 storyline of Honkai Star Rail, where we've been exploring Amphorius and trying to solve its many problems. Last episode, we delved into the catacombs of Orynyx, the Time Titan, and solved various puzzles, and confronted the Titan, who it appeared was being actually quite hurt by our use of time magic, but noticed something interesting in us, delved into our memories, and uncovered some mysterious memories about our previous relationship with the Stellaron Hunters, which I think, posed more questions than they actually answered. And then we returned to Okhema, and we reported to Aglaea here, and we've been sent off to do what we need to do with the memories about Kremnos that we unearthed, and Aglaea is going to try to uncover the Nikador's other plot, which was basically setting off black tide bombs throughout the city. And so we're just going to continue on with that. Now, one thing I thought was interesting in the encounter with Orynyx was that there was this moment of recognition where Orynyx started talking about Mother, and it was deliberately ambiguous who Mother was. It was somehow connected to us, the Trailblazer, and it could have been just that, they saw a way to Fuli through us, and Fuli was Mother. Maybe Kafka's mother. She's Mommy. But also, one thing that I noticed was we'd just been taking a photo with March's camera when Orynyx noticed this. So maybe it's connected to March somehow. I don't know. I'm purely speculating here, because I haven't played the rest of these quests and I don't look at spoilers.
Infiltration. Nikador would never resort to this if they were in their right mind. What exactly led to their loss of divinity? The answer lies behind the fog. I hope Castorice and that Outlander can uncover the truth. Garment Maker, can you give me the intel the nymphs have gathered? The lower city. It's good that the infiltration hasn't reached the baths yet. The risk remains manageable. The rift must be sewn shut with golden thread before disaster occurs.
So that looks like there are signs of corruption around already, and I'm used to that being a ranged attack, so now I have to run all the way up to the shields to break them, which is less fun. And she does have a nice little sword attack. Like I was saying, I've kind of gone off the idea of pulling... Oh, there is a butterfly halfway down this, which I should probably catch. Come on, don't get distracted by your dressmaking. We've got quests to do. And I've totally forgotten what I was talking about. Oh yes, that's I'd kind of gone off Aglaea as a character and was actually questioning whether I wanted to pull her or not, because she just annoyed me so much with that show of trying to kill me and, not being a particularly friendly or sympathetic character so far, but, She does have this nice little sword sweep. But have I not been here before? Surely I've pinned that space anchor before. Maybe I haven't. Yep. Looks like I have been here before because I've done the space jump. Okay, there are things in Memorial Market, like, again, wait up. How's this possible? Does Aglaea have the time thing too? I thought that was only Tribby and myself. Ours not the reason why, ours just to press spacebar and watch the thing go up. Oh, I've got to bring Trailblazer back. Maybe that counts as a trash can.
If the enemy were to infiltrate from here, the damage could be catastrophic. I'd better deal with it at once.
Hundreds of resilient gold threads reach within the corrupted void.
Bartolos?
Oh! Lore!
Oh, it's Lady Aglaea. What a delight to see you here. Praise for Kelly. Every inch of your skin is glowing like the dawn itself.
How can you still mix up the Skyfather's name? It's Kepha... Never mind. I bet you did that on purpose. Tell me, Spirit Thief, why are you hiding in the filth?
We're just trying to get rid of everything that's Okhema. See, we turned this crazy stone monster inside into pieces with our spectacular skills.
The traces of corruption have indeed disappeared.
We would never dream of deceiving you, Lady Aglaea. In all of Okhema, you are the most revered.
Save the smooth talk, Spirit Thief. I can tell you're feeling nervous. On second thought, since you're right here, I must ask you one more question. Where is Cypher?
Tried to get back into the Matrix, and then got killed.
There seems to be a misunderstanding, Lady Aglaea. Even though she and I work in the same trade, it doesn't make us allies. On the contrary, we're more like competitors. No competitor would want to cross paths with one another.
Forget it. If you see her, let her know this. As demigods, we can't avoid our duties forever.
All right. Understood, Lady Aglaea. If there's nothing else, please excuse.
Wait. If my suspicion is correct, are you skulking about in the filth to keep something hidden? Return what you've stolen, and I'll let you go.
What rotten luck! Why did I have to bump into her? Oh, venerable Zagreus, may I borrow a fragment of your fleetness?
I urge you.
Run!
How predictable. Did you truly think you could outrun me?
It was worth a try, wasn't it?
Okay, so we get the tutorial for getting the Spirit Thief back. But, okay, that's interesting. So, presumably Cypher is the demigod that came out of Zagreus, who's like the Trickery Titan. So somebody defeated the Trickery Titan, got their core flame, and they are Cypher. And they're just, you know, off doing something, you know, trickery-ish. Oop, got your back.
Got any more tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them all.
Darn it! That was so close! Go on, take it all! Help yourself to everything I toiled for! Well, you got me. Even if I starved to death, nobody
Oh, you poor thing. But you don't actually need to eat at all, do you?
You heartless woman! I never want to see you again! Not for all the gold in the world!
Farewell, Bartolos. Be sure to get my message to Cypher. I need to...
I'm not sure they're the most trustworthy messenger.
So that no one suspects anything. Time to move on to the next nymph.
Huh. We have these swollen nymph nodes. Oh. What is a strange phenomenon?
Something wrong?
Who goes there?
Your mum.
Lady Aglaea! What brings you...
Corruption and madness are lurking behind these anomalies. I must deal with them myself to prevent further troubles. But I don't want to alarm the public. Can I trust you, Honorable Guard?
Absolutely, Lady Aglaea. You have my solemn vow that none of this will come to light.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I will handle it from here.
May Kepali bless you, Lady Aglaea.
That young guard reads between the lines well. If the end weren't so near, he would have a bright future ahead of him.
Well, that's ominous.
I'd better focus on the matter at hand first. Filth. Show yourself.
Hundreds of resilient golden threads extracting the hidden malevolence within.
Pathetic. A soldier stripped of all glory, lurking in the margins like a parasite. Return to the dust, Titankin.
May song bring us
Okay.
victory.
Now I get to see what Aglaea can actually do.
Need all
So,
together.
I haven't read any guides. I did just quickly Google what her best companions would be, which is why I've built this, like, hypercarry team. But, so she summons a Memo Sprite, which gives me an achievement. And then, do I have any, actually, okay, I do see her abilities. So, skill restores HP for the garment maker or summons it, and makes the unit, okay. So it just heals the garment maker, okay. Joint attack. When garment maker is on the field, Aglaea inflicts target with seam stitch state, which does lightning damage. Okay, so basically it's not like the MC where I have to buff the garment maker, it's just more like Jingyuan where we attack in tandem. Okay. So I can re-support you.
Is that fear I sense?
Do this again. You can do heals. Okay, that's interesting. So that triple heal, you have to include the garment maker, maybe. Okay. Not that it really matters.
I hope for an end to strife in the world.
I'm so not used to Robin not starting off with almost enough energy to cast her ult. Okay, so that didn't do what I thought that was going to cause an attack, but I guess I need to know more about the character.
All light to be revealed.
But that did a reasonable amount of damage, okay.
Threat marked by the nymphs.
Sup, nerd? Okay.
Skyfather, I seek your guidance.
Okay, there's one more. No, don't get the kid sucked into the void.
Good day, child.
G'day, child.
Child?
Child? The girl beside you remains unresponsive. Oh, she's a child who can't hear. Oh, we're gonna say, like, really insensitive things about the disabled again. Gently touch the girl's shoulder. Hold out your arms. Aglaea extends her arm, signaling the girl to do the same. Now their hearts are connected.
Tell me everything, child.
My knucklebone talisman fell into this really frightening place. It's so dark and scary. I'm too afraid to reach in.
Ah, I see. Don't worry. I'll help you find it. Just do me a little favor, okay? I want you to turn around and count to 30.
You retract the threads, ready to deal with the filth before you.
Show yourself, worm.
I don't know if you've ever told a child to count to 30, but they do it so quickly if they are in, if they have motivation to do so.
Return to the dust, wretch.
Get dusted, pal.
Resonate all together.
A little honesty would do us good. Time for resolution.
Trinity is before me.
A little honesty would do us good.
Spread the damage around.
Right. Doors echo.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Countless threads. Thus our fates become one.
If I cast that on my turn,
Like a wisp of silk.
then we do a monstrous amount of damage. Okay.
What you're looking for?
Yes, that's it. Thank you, Big Sis.
Big sis.
Something on your mind, Big Sis?
Nothing. But promise me you won't play on the streets alone from now on. Even in Okhema, your vulnerabilities will make you a target for others' malice. For many, it's easier to do wrong than to do good. Believe me, I know from experience.
Big Sis, your words are so hard to understand. I'm really confused.
Sorry. It seems I've forgotten how to talk to a child. Your innocence feels so distant to me now.
That's all right. I might not understand everything, but I still appreciate your advice. I'll be careful. Oh, and by the way, you look so pretty. Just like Goddess Nestia on the teleslate. So shiny and sparkly. Your eyes are like two beautiful gems. I'm so jealous. I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies.
Thank you, child. All the filth marked by the nymphs has been cleansed. I should go find teacher. Show yourself now, before golden thread is stained with your blood.
Well, well. A demigod never ceases to impress. Not even a top assassin with a lifetime of purging experiences can slip past you.
What are you up to, Elder Kindness?
Drop the act. You noticed my informants a long time ago, didn't you? You stayed silent to throw us off, so we'd let our guard down, while maintaining that everything you did abides by the Council's regulations. Correct?
When it comes to schemes and manipulation, Zagreus can't hold a candle to the Council.
That's quite flattering, Crisis Heir. We bear no ill will. We just want to reiterate that the Crisis Heir's governance of the Holy City is only temporary. A provisional transfer of authority during these extraordinary times. While gods see and hear more extensively, mortals have their own means of dealing with things. When that so-called prophecy crumbles, the destiny of Okhema shall once again rest in the grasp of its people.
Rest in the grasp of its people, or yours, Elder Kindness?
Ease off on the hostility. You'd do well to remember nearly half of the elders stood against entrusting the Holy City to you in that crucial vote. I am but one voice in the dissent. Keep following your chosen path, demigod. Use every bit of your power to show that we are mistaken. But don't forget for a second, in Amphorius, even gods are not above the law. I'm quite interested to see how long you can stick with this hands-on way of doing things.
Every means at my disposal to save Amphorius, Elder Kindness. Whether it means wresting it from the grasp of the gods, or yours.
So this is interesting. Because, you know, from the perspective of we are playing Aglaea, therefore we're kind of primed to be on Aglaea's side. Elder Kindness seems sort of unreasonable and foreboding and a little threatening. But if you look at that encounter from Elder Kindness's perspective, then these are the beings of incredible power that have kind of taken over control of the city during an emergency, and if you are part of the legitimate government, the last thing you want is a state of emergency to just continue to last forever.
She has begun to make arrangements for defending Okhema.
Which is more a Roman thing than a Greek thing, but yeah, there's parallels.
The lurking within Okhema have been eradicated. I've also cleansed the city of filth.
Thank you, Aggie. That elder just now, was she causing you trouble again?
Worry not. I'm capable of handling it, Trinan.
You should know that during the Chrysos War, Kindness was...
An assassin known for purging the Chrysos heirs. I am aware. Like I mentioned before, the Council is not our adversary. At least, not now. We should be focusing on the more pressing matter at hand.
You're right. We've taken all possible precautions against Nikador. It did not come easy, though. Trian is already near her limits.
How much of her power is left?
Taking this time into account, she should still be able to open the Century Gates 3. No, maybe just 2 more times.
And after that?
Trebi will take over as the gatekeeper, according to what we've agreed on.
Waiting seems to be our only plan now.
Indeed. Let us wait here in this garden, Aggie.
Good splash art.
Please, enlighten me, Trinan. In the world, as you perceive it, does the prophecy remain as clear as it was when it first descended?
Golden runes shimmer against the azure sky, and myriad fragments of words dance around Kefali. The prophecy remains as clear as ever.
Does it foretell the triumph of Finan and the others?
It remains silent, seemingly cognizant of the outcome, though it's unwilling to let us in on the answer just yet.
We're not going to be finding our solace in the prophecy this time, then. So be it. If indeed he is Fate's chosen child, then the prophecy is nothing more than a footnote to his tale.
And we return to the 3 of you rush into Castrum Kremnos and arrive at the arena. We're back here, and I have a new party to take through with Remembrance Trailblazer, 2 Hurters, and Aventurine, which is a nice change from the Firefly team.
How can we go back to the past?
Ma'am! Me, ma'am!
Me, ma'am.
Me, ma'am.
Okay, we just follow where Mem tells us to go. Yeah. Have we been in here before? Oh, yes, we have. Oh, yes, that was the thing. We crushed down that door, etc. Okay.
Nothing but a boy.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Oh, I certainly will. So much action advance. Okay. So yeah, that's fun. So we're in here.
Is that Lord Mighty?
Could very well be. Where am I trying to get to? I'm trying to get to... there. Okay. So I shall just keep walking.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
I mean, it's nice and convenient that literally everything is Ice Wake here.
Nikador. They're still locked in battle.
Well, we better get there then.
The battle
Hey, ma'am.
is still raging. I can feel the intensity even from here.
I wish I could go help
I
them.
understand how you feel, miss. But right now, we must head to another battlefield.
The princess is in another battlefield.
Mem. Memmy mem. Me mem. Mem mem. Me. Memmy mem.
Memmy mem. So I've looked at all those. Okay, mem. Show me mems.
Memmy mem. Mem mem.
You just said that.
Mem mem. Me mem. Mem. Me mem. Me mem.
It's a door into history.
Is that the gate to the past? Let's go, miss. We will unravel Nikador's secrets together.
Gate to the past, door into history, same thing. Let's descend into history. Let's become history. Ah, so this is pre-purge Castrum Kremnos.
Castrum Kremnos. So this is how it looked like before Aquila closed their eyes.
What a magnificent sight.
The city of warriors. Its magnificence certainly lives up to its name. We should first figure out which era we've traveled back to. The memory fragments we gathered from Mem all point toward the final stage of the Chrysos War. We might be able to use that as a starting point for our deductions.
But we can just ask around.
We may draw suspicion this way. Castrum Kremnos is no leisure spot for tourists. We shouldn't draw unnecessary attention to ourselves.
I'm pretty sure I draw unnecessary attention to myself wherever I go.
We might be able to gather some clues by listening and observing. Under all this resplendence is the distinct stench of death.
I mean, Castorice, you're not exactly inconspicuous either. It's a spear. Why am I going down here? Because the spear told me to. Okhema, the Eternal City. It bears the dusk on its back, and it bears the dawn on its back. They unite and separate in the river of time, and then they welcome a brand new yesterday. So, okay, we've got Okhema off in the distance there. We've got our spear here, which I think is just trying to show us some interesting sights. The base of some ball holder statue have a rotating mechanism identified by... I'll start again. The bases of some ball holder statues have a rotating mechanism identifiable by the presence of a glowing blue pattern at their base connection. For these statues, you can adjust their orientation from the back to direct the ball to roll in different directions. Okay, so this is something that I need to wipe out. The thing to wipe it out is on the other side. This ball I can... Oh! Yeah, don't make it run into yourself. Okay, so I need to get the thing that allows me to rewind further. That door will not open. The rewind further thing is probably over there too, all things considered. And I cannot get to the spear because it's on the other side of those sticks. So I'm kind of stuck. Unless, yeah, so actually there's the... This was the activate... Oh no, that's the lift mechanism. So yeah, so I'm kind of... Oh no, there we go. Activate that. So my prayers have been enhanced. I just didn't recognize what particular thing I needed to be pushing onto. Okay. Let's not get hit by the rock. So we can push that back there, then we can turn this around. And we can stonk it, and it'll go whee, and smash that, but also smash the mob. That's cool. What if it smashes that mob too? Yes, it does. That's fancy. Okay, so I can get this chest.
Is that all?
I can get this scroll. I can talk to this spear. Oh, the spear is still running away. Okay, so there's another one here. I can knock that down. And that? Yes. I can bonk that in place. I can come over here and... Bloody hell. That goes back up there again. This spear has led me on what somebody in Lord of the Rings would call a merry chase. But if I purify that so that I can get back that way, I can open that treasure.
That's good.
If I turn that around that way and knock that over, I can knock these as well and get to another puzzle. I swear I'll actually go and do the mission at some point. So it's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That's 3, 4, 5. Then I won't get there. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, those puzzles are cute. And I can claim the treasure.
Is that all?
I'm afraid that is all. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this way and go up the other lift and see if that takes me A, to where the spear was, and B, closer to where I'm supposed to be anyway. And also, cool scenery. I wonder what those, like, cube things running around actually are. Caught it.
Looks good.
See, that's actually kind of cool in that really all it did is take me in a long-winded way to the place I was going anyway, but in a way that allowed me to pick up a bunch of treasure and solve some puzzles. But here I am. Silent Gladiator.
Hello?
Anyone home?
May I ask if you're here to join the competition?
Competition? No. I have no interest in meaningless sports.
Next he's going to tell us he doesn't own a TV.
So, you're here for Nikador's festival?
Utterly foolish.
What a cranky guy.
War has left its mark on many from this period. So please don't take it personally.
That's okay, I don't take it personally. Everyone's kind of a bit weird towards me. Examine the area around you to confirm the era you're in.
It's a scroll written in the common tongue. We should see what it's about.
As the action hour in month Dayton, Kremnos Arena will hold a grand ceremony in commemoration of Nikador and pray for Castrum Kremnos posterity, honing the battle souls of our folk. Prosperity. My reading skills have just fallen apart tonight, so that all may bask in the radiant glory of the Strife Titan's 5 great virtues. Unfearing of the blade at their throat, manifesting the visage of courage. Unyielding to conniving treachery, protecting the crown of honor. Unblinking of eyes, burning bright, upholding the cornerstone of reason. Unbending from wounds to flesh, forging characters of tenacity. Undaunted of risking life to protect, embodying corpus of sacrifice. In the spirit of this gladiatorial festival, its warriors are all beacons of valor from all corners of Castrum Kremnos. The arena is a wide open space. Warriors can don sturdy armor and wield sharp lances, marching on a path of onslaught to finally face King Euripon. Victors will seize fame, their names etched in glory, and the defeated will become fallen souls of heroes, unshaken in their pursuit of courage. The festival is a raucous affair, eagerly awaiting a surge of warriors who jostle to pledge themselves to call forth the divinity of the Titans. May Nikador defend Kremnos for eternity.
Courage, honor, reason, tenacity, sacrifice. Nikador did live up to these values in his prime. But now, Kremnos seems to be hosting a festival where its victor can go on to have an audience with the ruler and be bestowed with honor. It's just as Mr. Damionis described. If we can pose as participants, we might be able to get into the city.
Are we gonna have to win a tournament? It's quite possible we're gonna have to win a tournament.
Finest weapons for sale! Come take a look! The sharpest blades in all of Kremnos. Gladiator swords, maces, and bucklers crafted by the grand craftsman Castorice himself. Ha ha! Looking to breeze through your foes at the Kremnos festival? Huh. I've got the best weapons right here for you.
Are those really crafted by Castorice?
I'm as honest a merchant as they come. Those boorish warriors know nothing about quality gear. Ah, but you're not like them. With your air of sophistication, you must be a noble from one of the grand city-states, right? Here, let me show you what I have in stock.
Could this be a scam?
The craftsmanship of a weapon reveals the time period it's made. We can afford to take a quick look.
Steel claw dagger with faded patterns. Dull Kremnos shield. Relatively small greatsword of Kremnos. Look, we're not judging. I'm gonna buy all of them. Because, you know, I like souvenirs.
Miss, much as we're in a memory of the past, impulse buying is still an undesirable behavior.
That's what Firefly told me when I spent all her money.
You're quite the high roller. Thank you, and please come again.
May I take a look at that weapon, miss?
Castorice carefully takes the weapon in her hand and examines it.
I've seen enough. Let's go, miss.
Leaving already? Don't you want to browse through my other wares? Well then, come back anytime. If you make it through the festival today.
What's wrong with that weapon?
Those weapons reek of blood. He made an effort to conceal it, but traces of death aren't something you can easily erase. I shudder to even consider where he got his goods from. He didn't lie about the weapon being one of Cartonis' handiwork, though. Thanks to its inscription, I now have a fairly good guess of the time period we're in.
Presumably, if a weapon has been used for its intended purpose, then anyway.
Crown Prince, Chrysos heir, what a joke! Midemos is just a coward. Those who deserted Kremnos with him have brought shame upon the lands of Fury. Despicable traitors will never bask in glory again.
But Midemos is undoubtedly the mightiest warrior among us. Who else can we turn to now that he's gone?
Where did that accent come from?
What nonsense are you spouting? King Euripon, the rightful ruler of Castrum Kremnos, has not fallen! He still stands firm in this city and has never given up on awakening the Great Titan! As long as we remain steadfast at his side, we'll reclaim our former glory and sow bloodshed and conquest amongst our foes!
King Euripon. Right, of course. The people of this time wouldn't know the fate of that old king yet.
Midemos is a deserter? Oh, what fate?
He was killed by Lord Mighty.
Midemos is a deserter?
No. I don't believe that Lord Mighty left out of cowardice. It was, in fact, a courageous choice.
He ran away bravely, like Sir Robin.
With that, we should have enough to determine the time period we are currently in. Let's run through everything we know so far, miss. Lord Mighty has gone to seek refuge in Okhema with some of his people. Old King Euripon still reigns, though Nikador has fallen into a slumber. And Castrum Kremnos is now gathering warriors from all over in preparation for their festival. It seems that we've traveled back to the last years of the Chrysos War, a time when Castrum Kremnos grappled with both internal strife and the Titan's waning divinity.
Do you have a plan in mind?
The safest bet is to play by the rules. They happen to be hosting a festival in the city. We can try entering as participants? Let's make
I never saw that coming.
First. We can then wait for the right opportunity to strike. When it comes down to it, I will take care of Nikador's kin. That should be the place to sign up.
My new form has a pen.
Upgrade configured.
Oops, wrong button.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
Okay. Did that mark... That does, it marks treasures. So there are treasures behind the door. That's cool. That's the first time I've used that ability. I just remembered it existed, so I thought I may as well hit it.
Oh, such a pity. Those three warriors were so close to completing the trial, to emerging as victorious Kremnoan warriors, and to earning an audience with our glorious King Euripon. And yet, they collapsed at the final hurdle. The fury-eyed Praetor swiftly hacked them down, reducing them to mere mincemeat. May Nikador recognize their valor and embrace their heroic spirits. Next! Do we have any more warriors ready for the challenge? King Euripon awaits, longing for the first brave soul to survive and stand before him.
This competition sounds pretty brutal.
This was a time when life was valued far less than bread. People hardly bat their eyelids at the savagery and death that had become commonplace.
Oh, does no one have the courage to take up the challenge? Are you not prepared to wager your glory and set your lives ablaze under the splendor of Kremnos?
It sounds like these that I really wish I'd still built the physical Trailblazer so I can just go in with a baseball bat and smash stuff up with it.
Let me through.
Why, it's you again, inarticulate fool. Unarmed, and yet you dare to think you can join the Kremnos festival? That's an insult to the Lance of Fury. I've told you before, this is a trial for 3. This is a trial that requires 3 people. If you can't even gather enough comrades to stand by you in life and death, it's time you went home and took up herding.
Let me through.
So you're not just inarticulate, but also hard of hearing. Keep up this act of nuisance, and I'll be sure to show you how uncivil we can get.
You're not particularly good at customer service, are you?
Teams of 3.
Almost like it was fated.
This might be our chance. We can enter the city with him.
Mem doesn't count? We'll be his teammates.
Who are...
You two.
I see what this is. As you wish. Good for you. You now have allies to court death with. Come on up here, fool. The adrenaline-pumping scenes are becoming a bit tiresome, so adding a wildly mismatched interlude would make for a refreshing change and spice things up. Let the
Spice up your life.
begin. Your only goal is to survive. As long as you still hold the breath of life, you'll either triumph over every trial and claim worldly glory, or leave your soul in Kremnos to become fuel for strife.
The stakes are high.
Have faith, miss. Lord Finon and Lord Mighty are still fighting. We must match their unwavering resolve.
Can we enter now?
Eager to meet your demise? Very well then. Let the trial begin. Give me your names, warriors.
I am the Galactic Baseballer.
Nice.
Galactic
Oh, nice.
Baseballer, Castorice, and Nias. It is an honor to see your true faces revealed by the radiant glow of the Blade of Fury.
This guy's just been scratching his head the entire time. Has he got lice or something?
In the name of the 5 virtues of Nikador, courage, honor, reason, tenacity, and sacrifice, stride through the holy city's gate and embrace your fate. May your courageous soul satisfy Nikador and fuel the conquests of Kremnos.
Alright. I was going to talk to you just for the fun of it.
In the name of the 5 virtues of Nikador, may your courageous soul satisfy...
Yeah, just repeating the lines. Just go this way and say, nah, don't want to do it anymore. I give up.
Lord Nias, may I ask what is it you are fighting for?
Fighting needs no reason. I seek only to crush foolishness.
Dr. Ratio, is that you?
They have fewer guards than I expected. I thought we'd be greeted with something more intense.
Observing formalities before aggression, now that's a thoughtful approach. Do these battle-hardened people also have a taste for puzzles?
Meaningless.
Why stall those charging for death's door?
Death is not part of our plan, Lord Nias. We should work on solving the puzzle they've set for us. Look, there are 2 braziers on that wall. Could they be some sort of hint? And those mechanisms protruding from the ground. Should we attempt to activate them? A prophecy tablet. Let's make use of the tools here to solve the puzzle.
Alright. There seems to be a pressure plate mechanism in the middle of the hole. Perhaps the weight of the ball can trigger it and activate something. So... let's just go around and get rid of things that might run into us and hurt us. I think my new pet hate is going to be things that target Mem. Much like things that target March. You're just not supposed to do that.
The Titan's creations. When did they become so weak?
Well, that's a very good question. I think the main question here is, how do I solve this?
So that's how it works.
Look, we lit the brazier.
You seem quite familiar with these devices.
Huh? They're all over Amphorius. Rest in peace.
Reach the end of the story.
A dreamless sleep is nothing but deathly silence.
What's wrong, Lord Nias?
Weak. Reduced to a servant of humans.
So who is Lord Nias? They seem somewhat ominous. So we have enhanced prayers. So now we need to find...
Is this the exit? Oh, let's focus on igniting the braziers.
So that's where we get out of here. So we need to find the thing that needs to be activated, which I assume is up here, because it's the only place we have not yet been. Ah, there's things we need to bust down. That makes sense. Bust, or maybe we'll break them all. Me, ma'am.
The end of the story in your own way.
The perfect angle, exquisite design. I've measured it a dozen times over, and this time it's going to be the one. Now all I need is a trigger to push the boulder. My art would really be crushing it. I don't even know what I just broke, but it must be important. So you are blocking stairs, but we can push you. Push you back there and then turn you around. But I want to go up the stairs first, see what's up there. Okay, so I assume we can turn you around and make you break the little boxes, but first I want to go up here and see if there's something. There's a chest, obviously.
Looks
wonder
good.
if there's anything interesting behind those. Probably not. They're just decoration. So let's go back down. Still not sure how to get to the other side, but it looks like there's a door there that I get through, so that's just opening up the way back once I've solved all the other puzzles. No, I didn't want to do that. That's better. Knock you down. Knock you down. Knock you down, equally important.
Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Okay, and I suspect that this is going to solve another important riddle. Okay, 5. And I want to end up here to drop onto there, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so how do I do this? Wait up. So I want to stand on that. So I want to get down to that. So I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 will make him drop down there. Okay, I'll see what happens. Cute. I didn't quite work that out all the way to the end, but I knew that that was the only really plausible path. So that's treasure. I thought that was going to be puzzle.
Is that all?
I thought that was going to be waking up the brazier here over that side. So obviously I have missed something. So if I run back... Oh, there's stairs up here. So there's stairs up here. And... so I can knock that down and that goes into that ball there, and I could have just worked that out a long while back. Okay. So that's lit the second brazier, okay, and that's turned that thingy. So all that running around was kind of worthless.
As expected.
A meaningless challenge to erode the patience of warriors.
And this takes me up the top here, which is the other side to the top over there. There's a... Alright, here we go. There's things that I need to do up here to solve puzzles as well.
Expand your thinking. Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
So, that down. We get back up again. Ain't nobody gonna knock us down. This dude can go over here into that. And then we turn this round. So there's only 2 positions. Knocking that down will bust those. And we can get through here. Open this chest. Remove this corruption and end up at the door we have to go through. on this note as we go through another suspiciously airlocked shaped passageway. That brings us to a conveniently timed end of this episode. We've solved a puzzle. We've done Aglaea's little quests. Working backwards in time here because that's what we're doing. And yes, so thank you for accompanying me on this quest through the antiquity of Castrum Kremnos, and hopefully I will see you next time for what I assume is going to be the exciting conclusion of this particular dungeon. Thank you very much.
Hmm.